Hey everybody, it's September 3rd. It's time for Gryphon's Comic Picks of the Weeks. It is a crazy big week to kick off a crazy big month in comics. Starting with DC. Ooh. So, DC, with their awesome success last year with the 3D villain covers, they're bringing out the 3D hero covers. Now, these are tied into the new 52's Futures End. They're all one-shots. There's 9 of them coming out this week, including Action Comics with Superman, Aquaman, Batwing, Batman's Detective Comics, Earth 2, Grayson, or Nightwing, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and Swamp Thing. Like I said, these are all tied into the new 52 Futures End storyline, so they're cool one-shots relating to essentially how the DC Universe is coming to a complete and utter destruction in about 5 years from the present day. Now, one of the awesome things that's really cool about these 3D covers is that you'd think you'd be like, oh man, I'm going to pay like $8 for this 3D cover. No, man, it's just $3.99. They're all like $4. They're totally the normal comic book price. So all you collectors out there, check these out. These are going to be awesome. Alright, Marvel's also having a massively huge week, most notably with the end of Original Sin. Yeah, Original Sin number 8 is coming out. It's coming to a close for this whole crazy story arc. Man, there are a lot of changes that are happening in the Marvel Universe in this issue. There are some characters that are going to be changed forever. Characters like Thor, like Nick Fury, and a couple of others. Well worth the read. And this is also great because this week is leading into March of the Axis, which is going to be the next big story arc for Marvel, March of the Axis. Hey, now that March of the Axis storyline that I was talking about, now it's leading up to the whole Axis storyline involving Red Skull, a couple others, starting here in Captain America number 24. And let me tell you, this is also a huge issue for the Captain America world. If you're a fan of Falcon, wow, no spoilers, but it is a big issue. Now, if Marvel wasn't changing their universe enough this week, they're also starting with The Death of Wolverine. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a 4-part series altogether where one of Marvel's most popular characters, Wolverine, apparently is going to die. He has lost his awesome healing factor. And yeah, we'll see who's been kind of pulling the strings, organizing all this terribleness that's been happening in his life the past couple of months for him, really. Marvel also has a couple of number 1s that we should most definitely mention. First off, fairly serious note, The Dark Towers, the drawing of the 3, written by Stephen King himself, the master. This is going to be one of 5 here. It's going to be a 5-part story. Really great, creepy horror like Stephen King likes to do. And for something that's a little lighthearted, not even a little, very lighthearted, especially with everything else that Marvel's been coming out with this week, 2 of the favorites, Hawkeye, Deadpool, finally in their own team-up comic book. Not even team-up, actually, because it's Hawkeye versus Deadpool. I'm really interested to see how this goes on. I haven't read this book yet, so I can't give you any spoilers. But if it's been like any of the other Hawkeye or Deadpool stuff that's been out the past 2 years, it's probably going to be insanely awesome. Now let's talk about some independent books that are coming out this week. One that I have to mention real quick, Dynamite's Alice Cooper. And I know what you're thinking. What? Alice Cooper comic book? Is that going to be like the Kiss comic book? The answer is no. It is really good, especially compared to a lot of the titles that take from musicians. It's not always the best crossover. This is great. This reminded me of Sandman. That's right, Gaiman's Sandman. Pretty neat. Not the Prince of Dreams, but the King of Nightmares. Dynamite is also coming out with Ex-Con number 1. This is a pretty interesting read. It's been advertised on a lot of the back of their books, so I've been eager to see what it's all about. Essentially, it's about this criminal, well, this guy who is a criminal because he has the unique ability to read people's auras, and he uses that as to con people out of all sorts of stuff. Real easy to tell if someone's lying, if you know, they desire him, all sorts of things like that. So a very unique twist on that con man story. All right, Image is bringing this book. This is so good, y'all. This is just ridiculously awesome. If you're a fan of the absurd, you don't have a weak stomach, I highly recommend God Hates Astronauts. Now, the trade paperback God Hates Astronauts has been super popular. It's done by Ryan Brown. The tagline on here by Hickman says, I don't want to oversell this, but I gave God Hates Astronauts to a blind man and he regained his sight. Now, not too different. This is, like I said, if you're a fan of anything like the absurd, obnoxious, this is the way to go. It's about these super, I can't even call them heroes because they're like the worst people ever, but these super powered people who are employed by NASA to stop amateur astronauts from launching into space because they might start an intergalactic incident. First few panels, already laugh out loud. It's so good. I can't recommend it enough. Alright, let's see. Let me wrap this up with a couple of awesome trades that are coming out this week. Let's talk about, boom, The Woods by Boom Studios. I've really enjoyed this stuff from Boom. The series is still ongoing. Geez, how would I spin this? It's a high school story, maybe high school meets Doctor Who, but in a Twilight Zone kind of a way. High school also materials on like Alien Moon or something like that. So if you like to watch high school students get eaten by aliens and making terrible decisions while, you know, arguing with their faculty about what to do, which I love stories like that. The Woods. Couple of other stuff coming up from the big dogs. DC finally has released Forever Evil in the hardback form. Oh, this is such a good story arc overall. I'm not always the fan of the big, all-encompassing story arcs. Like Trinity of Sin, the one came before this. Not my favorite, but Forever Evil, it's awesome. It's really good. You see the Justice League just get their butts whooped, wiped out within the first book or two, and the villains in the DC universe have to unite, save the world from an even bigger threat. Well worth the read. I'm pretty excited about this next one that's coming out, because if you were a fan of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Deadpool Illustrated, Deadpool Kills Deadpool, Night of the Living Deadpool, or Deadpool vs. Carnage, you can actually get all of those stories in the Deadpool minibus. That's right. This is an awesome gift for the fan of, for any Deadpool fan, or yourself if you're a Deadpool fan. And it's only like $60 in hardcover. If you bought all those trade paperbacks with the soft covers, that'd be like an $80 purchase. So right here, so much good modern Deadpool reading. Again, for a Deadpool fan, couldn't beat it. Cool, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate you watching. And that's really all we have for this week. Again, have a good week. Thanks for watching.